And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we'll be continuing on with Divine Larceny. We have a new player joining in with us. I see his thing decided not to update. One moment, please. Sorry about that. I've always got things mixed up, but we're now ready. So, our party is in a spot of interest with things going on around them that they don't quite understand. We also have a new player joining us today. We have Chuck joining us. Everybody say hello to Chuck, because we're
I
new,
should.
apparently.
Chuck.
But we are going to give them a quick rundown of what's been going on. I nominate Dear Raven to take control of that. Raven, what's the general overview of what has been going on, you jiggly bastard?
Well, you see, we started this campaign quite a whiles back when the Emperor, the Adventurers Guild, got a
Society.
request. Hmm?
Society.
Society, yes, I always get those confused. But the Adventurers Society, got a request to go deal with some shit going down in the sewers. Apparently, someone discovered some sort of magical ruins slash door, special magical door. So they went with the two leading experts in all things engineering and architecture, Hessler and Tulio. I'll leave the character introductions for after all the recaps. But we went down into the sewers and found two more friends, Radicus and Miss E, living down there high off their asses on various illicit substances. After meeting them and learning that there were apparently goblins in the very ruins that we had to go deal with, we went there, dealt with said goblins, accidentally killed a scholar of some kind. We probably will face some sort of recompense for that, but it hasn't happened yet, so. We found more magical ruins, various undead, and another magic door that had various keys you had to find, but luckily they were right next door. We entered the door, there was some treasure inside, and a strange glowing portal type thing. We, being intrepid adventurers that we are, entered the portal and was face to face with an eldritch god being that is too horrible for words. They gave us a job to steal various, I think, artifacts. Was it CC or some sort of
Keys.
keys? Keys,
Yeah.
yes. Steal more keys from that are scattered to the four winds, and we have to find them. Our only clue to finding the first one is apparently our Adventure Society representative Cassandra knows about it, but has completely forgotten. So we came back to her mansion because apparently she has a mansion in some backwater that has like a town that's just covered in plant life. Very very druid town. Sold the items we actually managed to get from that treasure room we opened in the first place. Met a strange, what the fuck was he? A gnome? The,
Yeah.
the guy,
Fennec.
yeah. Fennec, yeah. We met an interesting gnome with a penchant for shotgunnery. Literally shotgunner. Like he fires a shotgun all over the place. Uh, Sai was cursed by weird owl beings. I'm not gonna say call them owlings because I don't think they were owlings. I've never seen an owling
We,
with a neck that long.
yeah, we have yet to figure out what exactly they are.
Yeah. Miss E and Tulio switched places briefly, and I mean in the mind, Freaky Friday style. And you think, okay, that's not crazy, but Tulio is a plasmoid, so that was an interesting experience for Miss E, and Tulio experienced stealing for the first time, which was not fun. What else? We have to find some plants that have been stolen, and help Cassandra recover their memory. That's the broad strokes of what's going on right there. I'll leave the Radicus to let people know what's happening more recently.
Yep, Radicus, go ahead and tell us what has happened last session.
Thank you. First, a point of order: is it Missy that is the memory deficient one, or Cass, or both?
Technically speaking, it's both, but Cassandra's the one we need to find the memory from. Or both. I don't know.
Because
Maybe.
he doesn't want to remember, and Cassandra's actively trying to. The tiefling pair ran into it when they were younger, but neither of them know, and Missy doesn't have most of her memories anyway, so Cassandra's the more reliable one here.
I see. All right. So,
And you
picking
more
up
stable.
after. Go ahead.
And more stable.
No comment. So the most recent thing after the terrible run-in with Freaky Friday, owls, and paralytic drug overdose that sent me to T World. We woke back up after Cass dragged us back to her mansion, and we decided to give another day out on the town a shot. So upon getting there, we immediately split the party with Sai, Radicus, and Miss E wanting to go to the greenhouse to check if they would know anything about the herbs there. And Hessler and Tulio stayed back at the bar because of a run-in with one of the dandelions, which was um, uh, a plant being that would tell you truths that you, I guess, would want to know, with also getting bitten in the process. And so Tulio sprung a bit of a leak and was mini-sized for a little bit and had to get his strength back up. After finally getting everybody to the greenhouse and through quite a bit of a maze, the Faribolg that's in charge of the place offered her help and was getting us back on the right path for finding out more about these good little herbs that we have been trying to find for that memory.
Point of order. Tulio didn't spring a leak. He had his arm was getting infected by some sort of thing that was making his arm solid, so he requested you all to
Yeah.
chop it off,
Yes.
which you
Radicus
did
didn't want to look.
very poorly. Weren't you stabbing me in the shoulder?
I only had daggers, and it was crawling up, so elbow wasn't working for us. I was trying to help.
Oh. And you left off the part where Tulio and Hessler well, I don't know if I actually don't know if Radicus met those tiefling children.
Oh yeah. No, that that split the party even further. The children in the street.
You know they were satyr children, not tiefling.
Oh.
Yes, satyr children.
I knew horns were involved. I just couldn't remember what kind of horns.
They had furry butts.
Yeah, the party was in 4 parts at one point, I think, or maybe just only 3, but we did a pretty good job. But now we're all back together.
No, we're not.
Nope. You still don't have the Adventure Society boys.
Yeah, Tulio and Hessler.
Are apart.
We accidentally sent the children into danger, and now we have to go follow up on that.
Oh man, I thought you got to the greenhouse. Oh
We
well.
were heading there. Then we had a conversation with those kids and sent them to find Tulio's presumably homunculized arm. We don't know if that's what happened. I'm just presuming. Like it's a part of a plasma that got cut off and was infected with some sort of weird gross shit. So
Alrighty then.
balls in CC's court there. I don't know. What's
We
going on.
return both our players that did recap take a hero point. But we return to our group as the bulk of the party is just leaving the greenhouse, and they hear the disturbance off towards the manor, at least in that direction on the other side of town. Elsewhere in the city, Tulio and Jigglesworth, whose name I suddenly can't remember.
Hessler.
Not Jigglesworth, Hessler. Wrong one.
Jigglesworth.
Jigglesworth is Tulio.
Tulio and Hessler have also heard it, as well as another person. But we'll get to them in a moment. Is everybody rushing towards the sound, or is anybody ignoring it?
Would rushing toward the sound take us off the path of finding the children we just sent to find Tulio's arm?
It's suspiciously in the same direction they just went.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, lovely. $5
Because they
is a
went
good
off on
scores
the way
explosion.
towards the manor as well.
then I'd say we continue the path, Hessler.
I think that's best, Tulio.
So y'all are heading towards the sound.
Yes.
Most indubitably.
Indeed, sir.
So y'all end up going along the main road. What about the other team? Y'all heading that way?
Yeah, usually large explosions in towns mean something's going wrong, so we should probably go help out.
As you rush out that way, you do see a Hessler and a smaller Tulio heading.
No, I regained my biomass. Remember?
You're still a little bit small. You're still digesting.
Yeah, I'm a little bit smaller, but I also have a lot of food just swimming around inside my body.
Yeah. Why?
Literally, you just see half digested food.
It's like a partially digested chicken bone in your stomach.
Oh no, that's floating around in my forehead right now.
Anyway,
Nice.
for Miss E and the others, y'all can see Tulio and Hessler in the distance, also heading towards what looks like the sound of whatever's going on.
Oh, finally, they made it.
They are about 200 feet away.
Should we wave them down or go after them?
They also have their backs to you. If you want to catch them, you're going to need to yell at them.
We're all running towards the same direction. Just try to keep up.
Shouldn't be too hard. I currently have half my movement speed.
Oh, because you're digesting your food.
No, because he's too old.
Exhausted.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say I'd say both. Honestly,
Yep.
I got a food baby in me, and it's taking a while to digest.
But y'all are rushing to catch up.
Yep.
As y'all are going, Tulio and Hetzler have made it a little bit, but as y'all are going, somebody steps out from one of the alleys. Chuck, can I get a description, please?
Covered with a cloak, with gingery hair, about let's go 3'5", just stealthily walking around. Well, sneakily walking around since they just saw me. So, and do I see them?
Yes.
I go, oh no, you're not supposed to see me.
What we do to you?
I'm invisible.
Not very.
Oh man, I thought I was. Well, good day. And then I try to see what's going on with, like, watch the party when they move together.
Well, the two of us will bundle past you real quick.
Yeah, we're kind of in a rush. We just sent children into danger, and now that danger is bearing fruit.
Mm.
Very apt wording for this town, by the way. Lots of plants.
So I'll follow them to see what they're up to, because their pockets look gold, like they're prime for picking.
Radicus is gonna look down and be like, it's a little easier to not be seen if you do your sneaking at nighttime. And this tall, dark elf with a black cloak kind of does a little ocular pat down just to see if he's trying to make any moves.
Okay, Mac.
Roll me an insight. I need a deception check. Actually, yeah, be deception check from Chuck. GM roll both of your rolls if you would.
Oh, I'm sorry.
GM. Insight or
Insight.
yeah.
Where's the G?
You already rolled. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Bradicus, he seems pretty on the level, more distraught by his lack of invisibility than anything else. But he seems a little too thrown off to be looking to pickpockets to you.
I'll just give him a quick nod and keep on walking.
I do the evil thing with my fingers. Excellent.
Never mind. He seems very suspicious now.
I already turned away.
Oh, don't
Full
you hear
disclosure.
that? Excellent. You know well enough. He needs to do that.
Full disclosure, I rolled a 2 total, so I don't think I did.
When I hear excellent, I'm just laughing out loud a little bit in character.
Chuck is not the brightest halfling out there, but he means well.
Does he though?
He means well for his pockets.
Yeah.
He's well for his old wallet.
But as you'll continue moving on, you'll see out the sound of the disturbance seems to lead outside of the town and even off the road. It seems to be in the general direction of the road that leads towards Cass's Manor, but it seems to go off into the wood.
Into the woods.
Are there less of the dandelions this way?
Yes, they don't leave the city.
Okay, I actually feel better about leaving the city then, or the town.
Do we still hear the mysterious noises?
Which ones?
The ones that signify that some shit was popping off at Cass's Manor?
I mean, it's not coming from Cass's Manor. It's coming from in the woods. There is some kind of disturbance out there. It's in the wood. That's
But
what
still
y'all are
we-
following, but y'all still hear it.
All right, then let's keep going. Tulio will just trundle on.
You'll start to move y'all's way through the wood step by step. The overgrowth very quickly becoming much harder to navigate. Can I get perception checks from the party as you need to try to stay in line with each other?
Okay.
Need Chuck now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Perception.
Y'all managed to lose track of the little green halfling.
It's very green out here.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Chuck, you find yourself standing alone in the dark of the wood.
Oh, cool.
The sun should still be high overhead, but the woods are very, very dark in here,
Oh no. Whatever will I
blocking much
do?
of the foliage from above.
Well, I will press on, trying to find my way to follow these strange individuals.
We don't know where they went
I said I was trying to find them.
already. As you are pushing along, you start to hear a noise.
Ooh. I
Large
shall
crashing in the foliage.
stealth myself and see what trickles by.
You hear it moving along. Boom, boom, boom. You hear the crunching of twigs. And then you see something in the gloom moving something large, bigger than you, probably about 13 feet tall,
Oh, Jesus
even
Christ.
longer. It doesn't seem to be standing up on two legs, it seems to be hunched over, but it does not look good. What would you like
I
to do? It's
despair.
moving your way.
Oh, it's moving my way?
It's hard to see in the
So-
gloom. You see more of just its shape, this massive hunched figure.
How far away is it from me?
20 feet.
20 feet?
Mhm.
I will try to move out of its way.
As you're moving quietly, and then you see it suddenly stop.
I stop as well.
It's sniffing the air as if your movement made your scent move along. And you realize, unfortunately, you're downwind.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
And you see it start to raise its head and sniff the air, as if some kind of beast.
Interesting. I'd sit there and observe it.
It's slowly approaching.
Oh no.
Seems to be
Let's,
following your scent. You see it gets to where you originally were, and it sticks its nose down and starts sniffing. You can hear these great intakes of air.
Let's move away some more, because this thing looks big.
Oh yeah, it's very big, especially with somebody small like you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And as
yeah.
you move, it suddenly snaps its head up as if it heard something.
Oh,
More
no.
sniffing.
So move away even further, trying to.
Can I get a perception check from the rest of the party? Specifically from our rogues and our druid.
Okay.
Oh, not a good one.
Yeah, same.
Missy as well.
Yeah, you see, it's one of the rogues.
Bad eyes. I'm sorry.
I forget what everyone's classes are. So this is a rogue.
Missy actually has the best eyes.
Missy, as you're listening, you hear something in the wood behind you. As does Radicus. And Sai. The only one that doesn't hear is Chuck, who's not listening to it anyway. Guess he's got a problem. But you can hear something moving in the wood.
But I can't see it.
No, it sounds like it's off in the foliage. And that's when you also notice you've lost the halfling that came out here with you.
Oh,
Maybe he actually was
Two
good at
thumbs.
invisibility.
Lost the halfling. Thing is scary
Or-
thing in the woods. Lost the halfling. Scary things in the woods. Plus, we have a thing going back on the town. Why does everything bad have to happen today?
well, I definitely heard rustling. I don't know if everyone did, but I'm hearing it. I don't know if he was drug off or ran off, though. He was being mischievous. So I don't know. Can I tell? Okay, was my perception good enough to tell if like the wrestling was like large or small?
Oh, it's big. Something big is moving in the wood.
Okay, so way too big for him. Yeah, I think he got carried away by something big. We should save him. But like, is there still the disturbance at the house
It's
we're
not
heading
at the
towards?
house. You're all just going
Okay.
into the woods. But y'all do hear the disturbance in the distance as well.
Oh,
All right. Well, and Sai's gonna like stretch their arms for a second, and I'm going to wild shape into a direwolf. Actually, before I do that, I'll say, "All right, guys, follow me," and then I'll wild shape into a direwolf.
Okay. What are you going to do
Alright.
with the dire?
I'd like to start trying to track down their scent because I've got advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Roll me that perception check to see if you can find the scent. You get a good sense of it, and you start to follow y'all's trail back, eventually finding where the strange scent detaches from where y'all's is. Elsewhere, Chuck, this thing is catching you, and it's getting close. It seems to have a tag on your scent.
Weapons out, guys.
Chuck, it is maybe 5 feet from you now.
It's 5 feet from me,
Yep.
but I see it turn and sense the dire wolf.
No,
Oh.
it's coming for you.
You know what? Let's just just stab this guy. Do I have the advantage?
No, because it seems to know where you are.
Okay.
And you can see this great beast, and now it's getting close. You recognize it for this massive, strange bear, absolutely covered in these mushrooms and strange, wandering red vines that completely
Ooh,
cover.
mushrooms. Hopefully I can eat them.
Oh, great. Another juggy.
You're going to fit right in.
Those don't work. I have a couple other bags.
He said he's 5 feet away.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Hit it with my rapier, of course.
You pull your rapier, and the light blazes in the dark. The rest of the party sees the light suddenly appear in the gloom, and you do manage to stab it. Do me some damage. You see that it digs in, but not very deep, as this creature lets out a massive, massive roar that shakes the trees around you.
All right.
What is the rest of the party going to do? To give you all an idea, if you look in not Argus.
Well, I was going to disengage after that, and then
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my!
and then
Wow.
run away.
Bugger.
Yeah, I was going to disengage and move my 25 feet.
Okay.
I don't see myself on a map or anything.
We're not on one.
Okay, gotcha. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the right of myself.
Got it. And what's the rest of the party doing? As y'all hear this massive roar, the sudden burst of light out from a little ways away, probably about 30 feet out.
Well, perk my wolf head up, look at the group as if to indicate, crap, and start heading towards it.
You come charging in, and you see, even in your direwolf form, Sai, this bear is bigger than you.
So it's huge because direwolves are large.
Yep.
Oh, this is not good.
Sorry about the roll. That was accidental.
Okay.
Where are me and Hester? Are me and Hester seeing this too?
Oh yeah.
We
Y'all are all together at this point, save for Chuck.
I'm nervous. I don't. Can we take this thing? I don't know who else will, but I don't know if we're ready. Can we do it?
We've killed bugs from different dimensions. I think we can take our chances.
Okay.
I cannot contribute to this conversation as I am a wolf.
So we can see the beast though, the bear out that way.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm ready to pull back one and let loose with the short bow.
The arrow slams in and just kind of sticks in the fur, having done no damage.
Oh, great. This is gonna be a sucky one. I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna use my movement to get up within 10 feet.
Alrighty. For the rest of the party.
Just so everyone remembers, Tulio has 7 hit points and 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Tulio will look at Hester. Hester,
As Chuck
Yes.
says in the distance, don't be a little bitch.
As
Are
you're
we
getting
doing
hung
this?
up by a tree.
So yeah, I ask Hesler, are we doing this?
I mean, we are spellcasters. We're supposed to stay at the back.
This is true. This is true. So Tulio will move back as far as he can and still be in range of us with his sling. Pick up a couple of rocks, use magic stone on them, and fire.
Okay.
Made of mushrooms, so poison's probably not going to be that good against it.
I don't think you have disadvantage on attacks yet, do you? I think
No,
that's 3.
yeah. So I that would be normal rolls. That's a 15.
Okay, so that hits.
Excellent.
Because
Wow.
it doesn't seem remotely bothered by the rock hitting its head.
Well, Hester will start shooting flames at it then.
You're going to hit it.
Ah,
10 points of fire.
10 points of damage, and you see one of the mushrooms detonates. A cloud of spores getting launched into the air and then lighting on fire. I need a dex save from Radicus, who ran up in its face, I believe.
That might not be that smart either.
Radicus, you
Ooh,
see
man.
it coming. You are going to take 6 fire damage.
Oh boy.
As the fire just covers everything. The forest around you seems unbothered by it, though. As you're looking around, you notice there's a lot more mushrooms here than there were a few minutes ago.
Oh, good. They
crap.
spread. Death by shroom bear.
Seems profitable.
Oh boy.
What about Miss E and I think it's just Miss E now. And Sai. Sai hasn't done anything.
Ouch.
I mean, this thing's covered in mushrooms, but I'm good. I might as well try. Is anyone within 5 feet of it, by the way?
Radicus.
So yeah, I guess I'll. I have a 50-foot speed of like a 50-foot movement speed, so I should be able to get up to it. And then since I have Pat Tactics as a Dire Wolf, I'm going to try to bite this thing.
Gotcha.
Hello. There we go.
That is going to hit as you sink your teeth in it.
Yeah,
And it
I got
feels like
mine there,
just a
so-
strange mushroom instead of an actual meat-like beast.
This thing is the bear from The Last of Us.
But it is going to do damage, so I need damage.
I was thinking the same thing.
There we go.
As it seems to do less
Yeah,
damage
it's
than
just
you would have
lagging a little bit.
expected.
So.
The 15 damage turning to 7 as you have trouble sinking your teeth into this spongy flesh.
Damn, that was the max damage roll too. But there's that secondary thing: is do I knock it prone?
No, it beats it safe with a 26.
Oh damn. But other than like my fangs seeking into its spongy mushroomy flesh, like nothing adverse seems to happen to me though.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's the big thing. As long as nothing adverse happens to me.
And then Missy?
I'm gonna run closer up to Radicus and be like, doesn't look like it's going so hot. Like I'm not sure we should be this close. And I'm gonna try to encourage him to like take some steps back after like seeing the spore damage and try and pull him back a little bit.
So attempt to grapple. Radicus, are you
Yeah.
fighting it?
I will not fight it. I'm still reeling from pepper in my nose.
Fair.
Fire.
Unfortunately, Missy had to use all of their movement to get over here. They could bonus action dash, but that'll only get them 15 feet away. Are you gonna
Okay.
drag Radicus away?
No, I'll just go that distance this. I guess I'll just, yeah, get close and shout at him and be like, "Get the fuck back! What do you think you're doing? The thing's massive and it's shooting shit out of these spores."
I mean, if you want to grab him and drag him back, you can. You won't.
Okay,
You'll get
then.
15 feet away because you're half movement, but you'll
Oh,
be able to do it.
I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying I could only make it 15 feet away from him. Yeah, that's fine. 15 feet's fine. I'll take the 15 feet.
As Radicus isn't fighting it, he gets dragged 15 feet back. It is then the creature's turn as it whips around with this massive paw and hits Sai dead in the maw, swinging with the other one, catching him in the shoulder as they've been thrown off balance. The hit is strong enough to knock the dire wolf full off its feet, throw it about 15 paces, and slamming it into a tree, a nice thick oak that this dire wolf just goes straight through. The dire wolf is going to take 40 bludgeoning damage.
Oh damn! That'll revert me with 3 damage to my normal form.
As you are going to slam into the ground, bounce, and you are prone, Sai. As it lets out another massive roar that shakes the ground around you.
Like tumbling back out of my wolf form and go, ow, 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 guys, I don't think we should be fighting this thing.
That brings us to Chuck.
Chuck is going to. Well, Chuck saw all that happen. So Chuck is brave enough to come up and flank the guy from. What's his name?
Dude, there's nowhere to
Hessler?
flank.
I got dragged back.
Oh, you got drugged back? Never mind.
Because
I go up-
Radicus got dragged back, and the direwolf just got thrown by a sack, like a
Yeah,
sack
I
of
was
candy.
like, yeeted.
So I go up to these guys and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I see you
invisible
found my
man.
friend. Thanks. I'm gonna run behind you guys now, and I think you should too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially like I'm a bit worried. What if there's another one of these things closer back and like that's what they're dealing with too? What if there's more than one out here?
Well, we need to figure out a plan to stop this one. But my rapier didn't do much damage, and I saw whenever you did a fire attack on it, shrooms blew off it and exploded. So unless you guys have probably cold stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not like super magical right now. I don't think I can.
That is 6 seconds of talking. Unable to talk further without using an action.
Let me do a perception check on the mushroom thing to see if there's any weaknesses.
I mean, you could stab it in the eye, I guess, if that's what you're looking for. It won't do
No.
any extra damage.
No.
Doesn't have a glowing red eye or anything.
Okay. Then I'm just like running towards the party.
Okay, so you made it the 30 feet to get to or to 25, you're 1 foot away. 5 feet away. Do you want a bonus action dash to get closer and continue on?
Yep, I'll bonus action dash to go back to the casters because I know they're back there.
You're only 5 feet away from the casters before dashing.
Oh, okay. I'll go 5 feet behind them. So
Okay. Then what about the rest of the party? What y'all doing? As this thing is getting ready to give chase and Sai is on the ground.
Hessler is going to run 35 feet to one of the sides of the party, just away from them, but not away from the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And since no one's near it, I'll shoot more fire at it and miss.
It swats the bolt into the ground, it detonating under its foot.
Oh dear.
Mac.
did it catch any of the mushrooms on fire?
No. It gets
Oh.
stomped out.
Oh, okay.
It's best if you run.
Yep, I think so. I think we need to get somewhere safe.
I'll throw down some suppressing fire with my short bow and then bonus action dash back to the party.
Gotcha.
Suppressing fire.
The arrow sticks into the side, not bothering it at all.
It's distracted. Go. I'm just gonna run.
How far away is a bear from Tulio?
30 feet.
And how far is the range on this spell?
Tulio, just run. You have no life.
I really want to throw acid on it.
Oh,
To see if it does. I get you.
Yeah. But I have half movement speed right now, so even if I dash, I can't do it. So
Dash would take you to
And-
your normal speed.
yeah, and then but it's an action, so I wouldn't be able to use the spell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just gonna dash to get the fuck out of here.
Fair. Raticus? Psy? No, Raticus already ran. So I think it's just Psy at this point. You're on the ground.
I'm gonna shapeshift into a dire wolf again. So I can do it as a bonus action, and then as my regular action, I'll take the dash action, and I'm just gonna start booking it away from this thing. So
Fair.
I can move like 100 feet away from it.
So you're just abandoning the party?
I mean, I'm not abandoning them, but I'm like easily gonna able to like book it towards them and keep up with them now.
Okay, so you don't even
'Cause
need
I
to
don't know.
dash.
I don't know like relations. Like I don't. Okay, I didn't know where in relation I was to them exactly.
You're
so-
15 feet away from the party.
Oh, okay. Can I actually not waste my wild shape then
Mhm.
and just like start running then?
You get up, you use your normal movement, you're with where the party was. Do you want to dash to catch up with the rest of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to move. It is that point the bear starts to give chase, the great lumbering body breaking through the foliage as it is giving chase. It isn't going after Hessler, but it seems to be going after the mass of the party. Chuck, what are you going to do?
so if it's going after the mass of the party,
Which would be where Chuck is.
yep.
Everybody
say,
but
hey.
Hessler.
I say, hey, let's all move 10 feet away from each other and see what happens. And then we just run that way. Because if it's chasing the rest of us, then we got to move and then see if we can flank it or figure something out. So I'll move 5 feet to my right and then 20 feet up for my action.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
So that was your
all I'm
movement.
doing.
What was
Yep.
your action? Are you dash?
Yeah, I'll dash another 10 feet.
Just 10?
Yeah, because, well, everyone else is going to dash. So I'll do the full 25.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Hessler.
How far away is the bear from Hessler at this point since it's chasing the party?
30 feet. They're where they were.
Oh, yeah, he's going to just stay in range of it and keep shooting fire at it. See if I can distract it.
It slams into it. It does some fire damage. But yet again, the things detonate, covering the area with fire.
Shouldn't hit anyone because it's not near anyone.
No. But you're also losing track of it in the smoke.
Yeah, 30 feet to keep distance from the party and near it.
Alrighty, Miss E.
You know what? I'm watching the carnage and I'm running like full speed away.
Okay, full dash.
I'm
Double
yeah,
dash for the
I'm
road.
scared. Yeah.
Miss E is going to run 90 feet away. Brings us to Radicus. The beast is currently hidden by the smoke from the detonation from Hassler.
Okay, so so Chuck is up ahead, like what,
25
30 feet from 25 feet from me. I'll stick back, just getting 10 feet away from him, just kind of going off of what he was saying earlier, just to see what was going on. But we're pretty spread out, but want to be there just to make sure that he can make it too.
Gotcha.
And then since I still have my action, I'm gonna do another short bow attack because those are working great.
You'd be at disadvantage because you can't actually see the creature.
I am willing to roll those dice. I'm gonna roll disadvantage now. My bad.
Just roll another attack.
And I'll click back to normal.
You hear a solid thunk. So you think you either hit it or a tree.
Can I roll damage?
Yep. You wouldn't have the sneak, so you deal 2.
Okay. Great. That'll be my turn.
Gotcha. That brings us to Sai, the direwolf.
Not direwolf for the record. I didn't
Oh,
transform.
right. You're just normal now.
Yep. I guess I'll just start. I'll take the dash action and move 60. Try to keep up with Missy, but she's ahead of me probably.
Yeah, she ran 90 feet ahead.
Yeah.
And you're doing a dash.
Yes.
And then Tulio.
All right.
Your party's on the
Tulio.
run.
Yep. They all are all dashing, so it's hard for Tulio to keep up. But he'll think of something. This is a bear made up of mushrooms,
Yes, it is.
and mushrooms like decomposing things.
Okay. You gonna murder one of your friends?
No, Tulio is going to start expelling the decomposing food out of his body into a pile as he runs.
As he gets smaller and smaller, losing more and more of his girth.
Yeah, as I'm running, I'm just expelling like half a chicken, a pot roast, some apples that are just at this point just the core.
Chuck
As the
sees
party-
it and says disgusting.
It still seems to be it's half dissolved as if it was put in acid, but otherwise it's still fine. But as the party is running, the beast never appears back out of the smoke.
It worked.
Once again, everything is quiet. Takes a little while to catch Miss E. She has really put her heels into action and gone, meow. You're just going, are you wearing Heelys? Have those even been invented yet?
And eventually Tulio catches up. Now back in his chibi form.
What about Hessler? He kind of stayed near the bear waiting for it.
Hessler just never appears from the smoke. Once the smoke's cleared, it's gone.
Wait. So Hessler's gone?
Yeah, y'all don't have Hessler. Hessler stayed behind.
Do we have everybody? Let's do a head count. So Hessler, nowhere in
missing.
sight.
Yep. Y'all
Sai.
check though.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Even trade?
It's like a third of the height.
Yeah, but this one doesn't look like an adventurer.
I don't think Hessler looks like adventure by much.
I mean, you look more adventurer than the druggies.
I don't know. Have you seen some adventurers?
Have you seen those two? One of them lived in the sewer for years.
It's not a
Gratitude
cloak, it's a
salute.
druggy poncho.
Lifting dirt. Literal dirt with worms in it. They formed a full-on worm society.
Yeah.
And it had a ritual sacrifice to Tulio.
It was a crazy party in my pants that night.
Yes, y'all are missing Hessler.
So
And
we should
Tulio.
we
This
should
isn't
we sh- sorry. Go for it.
No, I was saying, isn't Tulio with Hessler?
No, you're with the rest of the party.
How does I keep up with the party but Hessler doesn't?
Because Hessler ran in a
Hessler
different
wasn't
direction.
chasing.
Oh. So, oh no.
Well, really, Hessler ran. He kind of waited for the bear to pop up again.
So was Hessler the last person to strike it?
Yeah, he's the one that blew it up. Hit it with the fireball. Y'all didn't see it after that.
And then I just got a lucky shot on it.
So I think whoever hits it, it's after. Is my guess.
Last one to hit it was Radicus. Like,
Oh, okay,
actually
never
hit it,
mind.
because he hit it in the smoke.
So let's walk back and see if we can find your friend.
Is Missy going anywhere
Yeah.
near that mess?
I will, but like at a at least like 10 feet behind everybody else. Like I'm just keeping a distance.
Tulio just starts looking for Hessler, trying to keep his pants from falling down.
As you go back. Hessler! What did you do once the bear never returned and the smoke cleared?
Well, he'd go and check probably the bits of ash that are there, just start kicking through them.
It's not necessarily ash, it's burnt goop. Pulsing with red veins, and as you're watching, it sinks into the ground.
That's creepy.
Just great.
Red veins, you say?
Yeah.
How much sunlight is there?
Almost none.
I pull out my moon touch sword.
The rest of the party hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, you can still pull it out, but actually, I think you
Yeah.
still have it out anyway. But you just haven't gotten there. You can see the light in the distance, but they're not here yet. There'll be a minute or two before they get there. They had to catch Missy.
Shit, I don't have a sample bottle.
It disappeared into the ground. There's nothing to sample anymore.
Oh. I do have a shovel.
You want to start digging?
See if I can start digging, see if I can find anything.
You do not. The rest of the party arrives after a couple minutes to find Hessler going after the ground like the archaeologist he is.
So what
Oh,
you digging for?
I think it went into the ground. I'm just seeing if I can dig it up. Maybe it's like an underground mushroom.
The bear.
Yes.
Why are you trying to dig up the crazy mushroom bear while we just escaped from its fungus clutches?
The same reason I wanted that arm. That sounds extremely odd.
You do hear yourself, don't you?
I do. And sometimes I say the most peculiar things.
Well, that's half the battle. I don't know if you're winning or not, though.
Oh, I am most definitely losing, but that's where the science comes in.
Science. What is science?
Losing.
Do you want me to monologue?
No, please don't. Anyways, I'm Chuck.
Good to meet you, Chuck. I'm Hessler.
Ah, okay. I whisper, this guy's weird. Taking up the ground for a bear mushroom.
Who are you whispering to? Because the only one who you could lean into next to and whisper in their ears, Tulio.
Which one?
Tulio's the plasmoid who was just vomiting out food earlier.
Oh. I whispered
Without,
to the air then.
without vomiting, I was just like spilling it out of wherever my goopy flesh was exposed. So palms,
Oh,
head, anywhere really.
okay.
So, Chuck, I just wanna double check. You're a halfling. You're not a kid, right?
Oh, some people call me a kid, but I am a halfling.
Okay. Thank goodness. I mean,
Why? What's up with the kids?
the things we get up to aren't always exactly PG. So,
Hmm. Hmm. That's cool.
Wait, Chuck, are you cool? Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean by cool?
mm,
just toss him a shroom
no.
already.
I pull out a
Party?
bag.
Trying to say?
What?
Are you asking me if I like to party?
Yeah, do you
Green
party?
bottoms. We like to party, but with people that we know.
Yes,
Well,
it's all nice that you're getting introduced. But aren't you guys least bit concerned the fact that there is a mushroom bear out there?
I'm more
Right.
concerned about your friend that looks like he's about to heel over and die.
He'll be fine.
He's getting better.
Is
You
he?
should see him before. He'd missed an arm. It grew
Oh.
back.
yeah, I cut it off of him.
Nice.
Oh yeah. By the way, full disclosure, we have to do this task, or else a god is going to kill the entire world.
As you were
Just thought
trying
that
to
you should let us
speak,
know.
your voice suddenly closes up, and you're going to take 10 necrotic damage.
I just got done getting hit by things. Okay.
Okay.
And he is
No
unable
big-
to finish saying whatever he was trying to say.
Yeah, I would go. Oh, that's pretty weird, guys. Don't tell me anymore. I'll just figure it out on my own. Just point.
I take a shaky hand and I go into my cloak and I rummage around in a bag, finding the smallest mushroom, and I take a nibble of it, and then I hand the other half to it. It's like, you want to party just a little bit to take the edge off? There's weird stuff going around here. I can't even finish my sentences apparently.
Oh no, no. Like I said, the green bottoms only party with people that we know.
Suit yourself. Then I take the rest of it.
Julie will turn to Radicus and ask, "Do you have more of those? I could use some more biomass, and I expelled all the food I was eating."
I look to Missy. It's like, you think you can handle it?
I mean, at this rate, why not? I mean, I don't know what else to do.
For some reason, I didn't prep good berry today, so otherwise, I would offer you some good berries.
Let's test how good my resistance is. My
I
natural resilience to poison.
well, you are pretty tiny. This makes me feel like I'm giving drugs to a kid. I'll give him a medium one.
Medium.
I need a disadvantage roll. With your advantage, it's normal. A con save.
That's it. And
Tulio, you immediately feel woozy.
Oh yeah, you might start vomiting. A little counterproductive.
how can I vomit? I don't have any food left.
You immediately start expelling biomass onto the ground. You get a little bit smaller.
Mushrooms find a way.
It's just a waterfall of this. It basically looks like Listerine just pouring out of me.
you good too, Leo?
I don't know what
I
this
am fine.
thing is. Kind of creepy.
As I get smaller and smaller. I am fine.
This did not help.
Why don't you go pick up all that food you expelled that's half eaten?
And go back into the woods. Are you crazy?
You're still in the woods.
We're still in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Further
Where,
back
where
into
the bear
woods.
disappeared. To be fair, where the bear disappeared, there's an ever-growing hole. Hessler has not stopped digging.
Teal will look around at all of you. When did you all learn how to cast enlarge?
Oh, buddy.
We didn't, Tulio.
I'm large to you?
No, you're just medium to me.
No, to the biomass guy.
That's him.
Julio. Yeah.
No, you would just be normal, I guess. Now to him. Everyone else is just like large.
Hey, cool. I can talk to you at my level now. I guess we should move away from this spot.
Oh,
Grab
yeah.
your diggy friend and let's go.
I mean, it seems pretty safe. It might be
Yes,
territorial.
up into a
kinda
point where
left
it
this
just
area.
lies over the entrance to your hole and you die down there.
Dying's not so bad.
I'm worried about Cass. Like, what if they're facing something else back at the manor we don't know about? All
I
alone.
think this was the noise, wasn't it? Or
It's at that point you see something shiny from within where you're digging, Hessler.
Oh.
There seems to be a gem.
did I bring those with me? I did not bring those with me. That's a shame. I'll have to check that out when we get back. Hessler, we'll get it.
As you're going through, you suddenly feel a cut on your finger. As you see a blur of what looks like a small knife come from the ground.
It's back.
I thought too that. Rabbit.
Oh.
Oi! What you doing, sticky fingers?
I found it. Makes it mine usually.
You broke into my
doesn't belong
bloody
to you.
house!
Oh, I do apologize.
As you see
There's a-
pushing out of just the dirt you have dug, realizing you probably collapsed a hole, you see a mouse come out. If you look in artwork, it's the middle mouse.
Oh. Hello, little mouse. Do you have any food?
None that can feed something as big as you.
At this point, how much bigger am I than this mouse? Honestly,
The mouse is only a couple inches tall. It is proper mouse size.
I'm probably just like halfling size to me. Yeah.
You see a sword sheathed over their shoulder.
So I take it I damaged your abode.
You collapsed half of it, you oaf! What you digging for?
A big mushroom bear.
Where?
It's sunk into the ground, so I was assuming here.
I didn't see any mushroom bears come through. There were weird gloops. Those weren't you?
It turned into gloops.
A bear turned into gloops?
It was made of mushrooms, so
Mushrooms don't
knows?
gloop. That guy gloops.
He points.
He does
She
gloop.
points at Tulio.
You sure it wasn't him?
Julio waves.
I don't think so.
Have you
He has
checked?
been glooping a lot recently, though. It's becoming a bit of an issue.
Have you checked? He looks like the same color.
Yeah, but he doesn't glow.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. No red lights within you, right? You're not hiding in under those clothes?
At this point, my clothes would be hanging off me, exposing a lot of my goopiness.
You're just in a tarp over there.
Yeah. Julio just like kind of shifts around and gets out of the shirt. He's literally undressing while high.
But do we want to follow the bear or leave it? Because it's gone somewhere else, apparently.
Leave it.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth like chasing down right now.
You see the mouse goes over, jumps on your hand, takes the gem, and jumps back down.
Yeah, yes, you can have that back. I do apologize. How much do I owe you for breaking in?
Well, no idea. Wasn't my house to begin with.
Hey,
I like this guy.
so it's finders keepers then.
No, still mine.
As you see, they pull out a bag and put it in the. They start shoving it in the bag. It takes up most of the bag.
Damn,
It's about the
that mouse
size of
is
their torso.
that's
Yeah,
impressive.
I guess the mouse is only a couple inches long.
Yeah,
You
the
want
gem's
to
about
come
the
with
size
us,
of their
people?
torso.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Gems aren't actually terribly big usually.
We should bring the mouse with us.
We could.
I don't know why. It's
Me
just
You're
weird
not
not
You
the
seem
knowing.
like an
mouse?
interesting fellow.
He's cute. He's swift.
Oi, she!
Oh, my bad. My bad, little mouse. It's hard to tell from being this high up.
So not one person we've met today, but two interesting people.
Well, when you go breaking into people's houses, of course you're going to meet interesting people.
Well, it's not your house, so not an issue, really.
Nope.
I do feel sorry for whoever it belongs to.
Oh, they're dead. Don't worry about it. At least I think they are.
How long ago?
A couple of years, if I had to guess.
Oh, so probably not the mushroom bear then.
So yeah,
Mushrooms
it
definitely got him.
counts as archaeology. It's
Well, of
not grave
course.
digging anymore.
I was trying to figure out what happened here. I was trying to see if the Myconids had anything to do with it. They probably did. You don't see too many of the humble folk out here anymore.
Wait, myconids? There's mushroom people out here?
Did you not
How
notice all the
long is it gonna
mushrooms?
be?
They gesture
I
around
know
as y'all
these-
find y'all are in a bit of the forest that is absolutely coated in mushrooms.
Yes, but they aren't exactly moving and seem sentient, so
What do you think makes all the mushrooms?
nature. Mushrooms grow on lots of things.
And the giant mushroom trees?
Oh, that's what these
Magic
are.
is weird.
It's only as weird as you make it.
You see they start rifling. They burrow their way through some of the dirt and disappear into a tunnel.
Goodbye.
Are we really arguing with our mouse? Oh, they left. Okay.
You can argue with the skunk if you'd rather.
No, they
I can
make
turn
poor
into you.
conversationalists.
Yeah? Fucking try it.
I'm half tempted to turn into a mouse just to go fight this fucking mouse.
That
But
mouse
I'm
has a
not.
sword, my friend.
I can take it.
Once Tulio is back to full fettle and not high off his ass, he will make you a tiny sword. So you can go fight this mouse on their own terms.
Damn straight.
So what's our plan going forwards? Are we continuing on or looking for mushrooms?
Well, I, for one, would like to get out of this forest and get away as far away as I can from that mushroom creature. And then also maybe figure out what the explosion was but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm hungry.
Well, there's plenty of mushrooms around.
Julia will start waddling over the one. His jiggly body just like shifting around, making light beams pass through him, looking like what sea foam,
Yeah.
like that sea glass stuff.
Nice.
Can I take a look at the mushroom that Tulia's about to eat?
Yeah.
Is it one that I know will hurt or taste good or make you see things?
Roll me nature. That's a death shroom.
Hey, let's not do that one there, okay? And I'll pull him away like a little kid on a backpack leash.
Often they don't actually kill. What they do is they put you in a hallucination so vivid they also tend to do some pretty bad psychoses that often lead to highs so bad that the people that take them usually end up killing people.
Okay. I pull him away from that, but as soon as he's gone, I try to pick up a handful and put them in a bag and put like a little death skull looking thing on it.
Fair. You can get about 3 of them.
Okay.
When Radicus is distracted, Tulio starts heading for another patch of different mushrooms. I'm basically Grogu at this point.
Oh no.
Are you gonna take it and pop it in your mouth?
No. I'm walking toward. Are there any mushrooms around me that are real, like just big? Like you said, there's mushroom trees, right?
Oh yeah, you notice once it's pointed out by the thing, you look up and you notice the reason it's so dark isn't because there's leaf foliage over you. It's because there's massive fucking mushroom tops above you that's just flat out covering everything.
Yeah. So Tulio's gonna walk up to the base of one of these mushrooms trees and hug it and just start dissolving it. Just starting to absorb it. He's hungry.
It's very, very slow. The mushrooms seem naturally resistant to you. And they're also thick as hell.
I shall persevere. I will hug this mushroom to death.
But, Hessler, where did you go?
Hester hasn't gone anywhere. He's kind of standing in the hole waiting to see if the party's leaving or not.
You do see the mouse comes back. And do you see they actually have a proper bag thrown over their shoulder? And you immediately recognize this kind of bag because you've seen it in the trade many a times. This is the gear of a treasure hunter. Tiny sledgehammer, pickaxes, shovels.
Fellow-minded archaeologist.
I don't know about that. I don't really get into the whole needs. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. I give things to this stupid ass archaeologist that won't go into things.
Well, depends on the archaeologist.
Yeah, what you gonna find about the ancient civilizations if you don't go into the cursed temple? They keep everything in the cursed temple. That's why it's cursed.
Oh no, that stuff goes out and goes in a museum if it pays.
Yeah, and you have to get it there first.
Yeah.
But no,
Curses are for the trade.
They took away my thing because I messed with the great big sarcophagus. It was sitting there. We had to open it.
You have to open it.
Exactly.
Sometimes it does go wrong, and then
it
people
almost
die.
always go wrong. But that's part of the price.
Exactly.
That's why you hire the guys that have the red shirts, and you bring them along just to make sure they open it.
Yeah, we didn't plan for that.
Always plan for that.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I like you. Name's Jinx.
Hessler.
They offer a little paw.
Give a little finger.
They shake.
Aww.
What are y'all doing here in the Maconids section?
I think we're stumbling through.
Looking for something?
Yes. Missy, what is it we're looking for again? Some sort of plant.
Well, Silver Knight, I believe, is what we need. Or
Yeah, Silver.
Weren't y'all initially coming in here to look for kids that somebody sent into the woods?
oh my god.
Shit. I didn't pass the mind on the server. Fuck, we're full of people.
Yeah.
And maybe some kids.
Oh? You mean the little satyr shits?
Yeah, those kids.
Oh, they went to the Messiah camp.
The what camp?
Am I seeing it?
Oh, thank you. My hearing's a little off sometimes.
It's because you're tall.
Glares the mouse.
Oh, fucking what you want to do about it?
I've had tempted to step on this thing,
Well,
but I'm
fucking
not
bring
going
it.
to.
You see, they put up their little paws.
They're feisty.
I could turn into 100 different animals and eat this thing in a second.
Yeah,
I'm
and your
being
eye will
nice.
pop just as much when I stab it.
That was just me saying in general. That wasn't me saying out loud.
I mean, if you're just saying it in general, they can hear you.
No, sorry, like
Out of character?
meta-wise.
Oh.
Yeah, out of character.
Fair. What's Chuck doing during this, by the way?
I'm just listening in and seeing, just observing the little mouse arguing with everyone.
It's mostly
And
just
I'm,
Sai.
yeah, I'm just giggling at it like, hey, little mouse, do you know which way this camp is?
That way.
You want to take us there? Maybe there's some treasure.
Not particularly. They started acting weird a couple hours ago.
Oh, do you
couple
know?
hours
Did
ago?
you see why or know why?
I don't know. They started glowing.
Oh.
It's real weird.
Does anybody know
Guys,
why?
I think we're the cause of this.
Don't admit that in court.
Good thing we're not in
Ow.
court.
Yeah, but that one has an adventurer badge. They throw it back to a Hessler.
And I should care why.
Because they're the ones that bring you to court.
Well, only some of us.
That's like, by the way,
I've
you don't know when your badge got stolen, but you just got your own adventuring badge thrown back at
He
you.
is not surprised. And you
I've
want
spent
a
almost my
bit of
entire life on the
comeuppance
astral
for the
on
little mouse.
astral sea, so they
Oh.
have a real.
Oh, Hessler. That's a great sleight of
Fumbled
hand.
it.
What were you trying to
Thanks.
do?
A bit of comeuppance for the mouse. Would have gone after the gem.
Okay, you try to reach out for it, and you manage to grab it.
And you probably get the Spanish splinter.
No.
I laugh. I laugh in halfling.
What are you going to do with it?
He'll just slip it into a pocket.
Okay.
So, shall we go to this Mayanid camp and see if there's any children there, like you were saying?
Well, they're almost definitely there. Probably dead by now, though.
Oh,
Oh.
Once they started to getting those red vines, they started acting funny.
mm. We shall purge the heretics.
What do you mean by red vines?
I don't know. These weird vines started showing up on them.
Huh. Sai, have you ever heard anything like that before?
I mean, everything that's been popping up today has been quite out of the ordinary. I mean, I know Mushroom people exist, but to be connected with those strange lion, dandelion things back in town is a bit odd. But To be fair, when you've seen as much as I have, nothing much really surprises me these days, so frankly, it seems everything here is a bit interconnected, and I'm a little worried about that.
Hmm.
But then again, considering the fact that the entire town is practically made out of leaves and other bits of nature, not too unsurprising. If we
You
and
cut
then we
out.
can track. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. As I was saying, perhaps if we go to this grove, we can track everything to its source, and if there's some kind of poison corruption, if we purge it, then hopefully everything goes back to normal, and we can get our silver herb and make this potion and help Lady Cassandra.
All right. Well,
What do you mean by purge the corruption?
Well, I mean, if there's corruption there, like if it's poison or something that's magically influencing nature to a negative side, then we get rid of it. But if
No,
everything is in balance, then well, I just go, okay, can't really help you, and we'll go find our herbs somewhere else.
it could be their territory.
Well, only one way to find out.
or the satyrs have something to do with it.
Oh God, if the kids had something to do with this, I'm not getting involved. I don't like kids. For the record, every one of you, I do not like children. They are annoying little creatures.
But there could be cool treasures over there too. So I think we should go.
Oh, most
That's
definitely.
different. Treasure is different than children.
They've got a bunch of weird mushrooms that sell for a good bit.
What about making into potions?
I don't know about potions, but they got blood frills, spore puffs, frost caps, stuff like that.
I think
Ah,
Radicus may like mushrooms.
frost caps. Yes, I've heard those things are quite useful.
I think they even have some umbral bloom.
And very profitable. I think we should go check out
Mushroom
all
cave?
of this. Yes,
Yes.
I'm convinced.
So we should just drag Sai along.
Hmm.
If we all
And
go, he will go too. Hey, what's the mouse's name again?
Jinx.
Trix?
Jinx.
Jinx. Hey Jinx, you want to come along for some treasure hunting?
What you paid?
You can have some treasure.
as
Nah,
much gold as you can carry. And I take 2 gold coins and I put them on the ground.
I can carry a lot more than that.
Okay, well that's all I'm giving you.
I think we need to deal a percentage cut.
I disagree.
Well, then you can try to find them on your own. Run into that bear again.
We can talk about over dinner tonight.
Yeah, but then it's already done. When you're gonna run off with the things.
I have a feeling he'll chase us down, though.
Yeah, I will. But getting it ahead of time saves both of us.
I think that just the main problem is we have more people in the party and we haven't figured out a percentile split of our own.
That
This
sounds
is
like your
true.
problem.
How about we do it
Yes.
based on weight? You can take 3%.
Nah, I'm the one with the information.
We'll pay you for the information and do it ourselves then.
That's why I asked what you were paying.
A speaking thieves can't. See if it recognize.
So you're just gonna start talking about the weather?
Yes.
What do you say?
Like, oh, it was mighty fine weather before we entered this mushroom cloudiness.
More meaning, what are you saying in thieves can't? Because you have multiple thieves that all
Oh,
speak thieves can't.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm directly saying it to Jinx. So just saying, hey, and see if Jinx understands it.
They don't have any outward response to it.
Okay. I guess not. So
As Radicus and Missy all both hear this new guy just effectively saying hi to this mouse through thieves. Everybody else just hears them going on about the weather and how they can't see anything down here, and they really hope a nice breeze will come in.
I like it. Does anyone say anything back in Thieves' Can't? Because I'm watching the mouse.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Well, how about this? Give me a 7th of the rewards, and we'll call it even.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
There's 7 of you, including the mouse.
Yeah, for just for this job, or is that all future jobs too?
No, it's just for this one. We can renegotiate for other jobs if we find something interesting.
That's assuming we even keep this mouse around for other than directing us to where we need to go.
You have no idea how friends in small places gets you places that are much
Yes,
bigger than them.
That is true.
I agree.
Well, seeing as how I can turn into those small things in small places.
But you know what you don't have?
She wiggles her
Correct.
opposable fingers at you.
Correct.
And then she wiggles them, turns her hands, and there's 2 fingers sticking up.
Oh,
And she could talk.
I look down at the mouse and go, well played. And I also flip it off.
She nods
All
in
right, little
respect.
mouse. I say it's fine. You want to hitch a ride with me or one of the tall folk?
Yeah, I'd rather stay with the person I know I can deal with.
She's gonna run up Hessler's side. Hessler, it's a little weird. She doesn't go into your pant leg or anything. She's going up the outside, but she scrambles up.
At least there's that courtesy. Where's Tulio?
Attempting to mold with tree in
become
the background.
tree.
How far in have I managed to dissolve into this tree?
Half an inch.
There's just an impression, a Tulio shaped impression on the tree now.
Misty, can you help me peel this guy off of this tree?
Yeah.
I take a crowbar, start prying him off.
So you're just gonna stab it into him because he's made of jello.
No, into the tree. I said, go on, get, magic man.
Tulio blurbles at you. Actually, you know what? I have the perfect thing for this. Incoming soundboard.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I say, that's kind of weird.
yeah.
I'm literally whooshing myself into this tree.
I've never seen such a person before. But it's okay. Let's go.
Hessler, you get
We'll
nudged
give him
on
one
the
last.
ear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna give him one last peel, like trying to pull a 3M command strip off the wall, and hope that he comes with him.
With the nudge, Hess will just push his ear a bit closer. Yeah, Jinx, what you need?
Jinx. JNYK. Or
I did.
YX.
I said Jinx.
Okay, I heard kinks, and I'm like, all right, I see where we're going with this.
No, no, thank you. I've been watching a lot of Arcane recently. I can say Jinx.
You might want to get that hole out of your pocket.
Ah, yeah, I did. I think I did fumble that a bit, didn't I?
No, I mean the literal hole in your pouch.
Hester will stick his hand in and push his 2 fingers out of the pocket and do that little wiggle.
As
Yeah.
you see in your coin pouch, there is a hole.
Ah.
And you see your coins are on the ground.
Rip.
Oh, that's a lot of picking up.
As you see, there's also acid on the ground now, as you seem to have grabbed a pouch of acid, removed it from its protective, and immediately started seeping through and went through yours. You have lost 2 gold coins.
Oh, that's it. There's a lot of gold in that pouch.
Yeah. Funnily enough, it didn't look enough acid to actually damage the gold, but there are 2 gold pieces missing
Okay.
that a mouse probably stole.
Probably. I'm not surprised, nor am I that concerned. Ah, thanks for the morning.
It's all of your gold's
Well,
just on the ground in a pile next to you.
Yeah.
So, Chuck, seeing this, what do you do? Yeah, that's what I thought. You'd be at disadvantage because it's out in the open, unfortunately.
I don't see the disadvantage roll up here. So
You already rolled an advantage, so just take
Yeah.
the second one.
I mean, it's
Okay.
both 13 anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter all that much.
Yeah, Ezra's not saying that. He's busy picking up coins.
Hessler, can I get
Passive is 10.
This would be an active.
Oh, it's this active. Yeah, no.
No, Hessler don't see shit. How much are you taking?
we'll go 5.
5 gold pieces?
Yeah.
That's light.
I didn't know how many he had to begin with, so
There's about 100 there.
oh, let's go 30. I'm not a greedy rogue.
Fair.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
knowing this, what would you like to do? And after you do manage to gather up your gold, and you notice you're missing a significant amount more. You hear a whisper from the mouse. Look out for the halfling. They might be called Lightfoots, but they got sticky fingers.
They do. That's a bad stereotype, though.
Well, considering you just stole your gold, it's not much of a stereotype.
In the end, it's honestly not that much. We're going to get more artifacts to sell, and I don't have anything to spend on.
Fair.
If it was components, I'd have an issue. Gold, not so much. I can always get more.
Alrighty then. What will the party
Hessler
do?
is whispering this to Jinx. So
Fair.
Once Tulio's been pried off the tree, he's going to go wander back over to his clothes and start gathering everything up.
Fair.
And also then, after doing that, he'll go over to Hessler. Did I hear you needed a hole patched?
I mean, I've got lots of pockets. It can wait. If you're not standing up straight, you're kind of tilting to the left ever so slightly. Or globbing to the left.
Tulio kind of like
to the right.
Tulio reaches into his bag, pulls out a hammer, his hammer, which is his multi-tool, which is his arcane focus, and smacks your pocket and casts mending on it.
I mean, it takes a minute to do that.
Minute.
Yeah.
So I continuously smack your leg with the hammer.
You know, when the fucking plasmoid got hammered, I expected him to be the only one getting hammered.
But after a solid bit of me tapping on your leg with a small hammer, your hole is now patched.
And the thigh is numb.
Yes, you now also are sporting a nice circular bruise on your thigh.
But It takes a little while, but with the assistance of Jinx, y'all are led in the direction of what they say is the Myconid um, village. As y'all are passing through, you're starting to notice the trees here are starting to change. You're seeing more and more mushrooms instead of the general foliage as everything's turning into mushroom. But what's concerning, a lot of them have these strange, long red vines starting to wrap around them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bit concerning.
Quick question is, how long does this travel take us?
About half an hour.
Okay, so not enough for a short rest.
You need to not be walking to short rest anyway.
Really? That seems
Mhm.
silly.
You need to be resting, not walking. Hence why it's a rest.
What if you walked like really slowly?
Then you wouldn't get anywhere, and it'd take you about 3 hours to get where you're going. But y'all are able to get over there. You can. Jinx stops you a little ways out of the village. Well, here it is.
They are
This doesn't
friendly,
look too
right?
good.
I heard two voices, one at a time.
Hessler.
Hessler's asking Jinx if they're friendly.
Well, they were. As I said, last couple hours, they've been starting to be weird.
Yeah, this doesn't look too good.
You also see there, and now that you're right next to it, y'all are standing next to a large white mushroom with these strange, bulbous orbs coming off it that seem to be filled with a red liquid of some kind.
I move away from it.
But see, what I don't understand is, so we were informed that those dandelions back in the village were there as plants to help protect the village.
You are
But
not in the
then,
village.
yes, I know we're not in the village. But going off the fact that they're coming off, they were the things that are on the buildings. So, anyways, as I was saying, but given the fact that I was informed that those dandelions should have been guardians of the village, now I know, obviously, Tulio, when they bit you, they started infecting you. So perhaps your arm is the source of the corruption, now that I think about it.
Will enough of time pass that Tulio has come down from his mushroom high?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to talk normally because Tulio's voice got hurts my throat a little bit. But Tulio will respond. Technically speaking, I didn't. The plant didn't bite me and infect me. I could try to consume the plant, and it infected me.
There's also
Sorry.
the issue of which one you chose to
The
try
one
to
that was,
consume.
yeah, the one that already looked kind of fucked up.
The one that
But
had these eyes coming out of it.
Oh, see, I didn't know I had those eyes coming out of it.
yeah,
Yeah, I did.
yeah. But now that Tulio has control of all his faculties again, his keyed mind's going to kick in. He's going to remember that it was mentioned that the mushroom had weird red veins, just like
Vines.
Tulio's arm, or
Well, yeah.
vines, just like Tulio's arm did.
It's not even you need to mention it. You can see them. They're all around the mushrooms, all around you.
And
But
that
another thing that Tulio notices, those red orbs that are growing out of this mushroom next to you, the orbs look disturbingly familiar.
are we seeing the eyes again?
No. They seem to be made out of the same stuff you're made out of. And just from where you're saying, you can see about 3 of them.
Fellows, this may be odd, but I think I think you might be right. I'm starting to think that my
Yeah,
plasmoid flesh was incorporated somehow into this.
I was kind of hoping I was wrong. When the side starts crying a little bit.
What?
Nope.
Hmm?
Well, this
What's
paper is
wrong?
going to be extremely fascinating.
We can work on your dissertation later, Hessler. Right now, there seems to be some sort of plasmoid infection in these mushrooms.
I did cut you off, Frog. Were you going to say something?
No. You're good.
Okay.
Well, if there's a plasmoid infection, only one way we can burn it out, right? Right?
If we burn it down, we might burn down a large part of the forest, and it's quite near town. And the town is
Yeah.
covered in foliage.
But the mushrooms will grow back.
But fire can be hard to control.
That's why we just run away back to the village.
I think we need to find the source, and
Yeah.
I think we all
Yes.
know what the source will be.
Your arm, probably.
Yes.
Oh.
Is there a trail leading to from all these red veins to a like back somewhere?
No, because the mushrooms don't have roots, really.
Okay.
Well, the
You-
obvious place to look is the center of town. Or
Then
village?
aren't we at the entrance of a mycelium cave?
Not a cave, but you're outside of the village for the Mycenians.
Yeah, we're outside the village of the myceliums. There's a good chance that my arm went here or was taken here.
So
Oh,
I
while
have
we're
a
stopped, are we
potentially
taking a
smart
short
idea.
rest to heal up the folks that need healing?
Do what?
We'll
Short rest.
definitely
Are
use
we
a
taking
heal.
a short rest outside the town, or are we just continuing to
You haven't yet.
talk?
Actually, taking a short rest would be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Because one's at three hit points, the other one is exhausted. So
No, well, exhaustion's gonna take longer than a short rest, but
oh,
Yeah, that takes a long rest. And I got 2 levels of it, so I need 2 long rests.
ooh.
Cutting off your arm
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's more
we'll
the
see
fact
if
that any
that.
of us who needs to roll hit dice for a short rest could, heal up some, and plus I get my wild shapes back on a short rest.
Who needs healing?
I do. I'm at half health.
All right, I will cast Cure Wounds on Seraticus.
Thank you.
I can cast one too if you need it.
That's if we're not gonna be taking a short rest. Like, is this place looking safe enough?
I mean, you're just out of town, so if anybody walks through, you will be found, which is a problem. But
Ooh.
if you'll back off a little ways, you might be safer.
Yeah.
I would recommend we do that.
Yeah, let's back off.
So do you want to not have cast that spell and we just do a short rest instead?
He's already cast.
Yeah,
Too
I
late.
already cast.
Okay.
Oh, if you do a short rest, you get one spell slot back.
He's not a wizard.
Oh, never mind.
I'm an artificer.
Yep, difference.
That's why my spell focus was a hammer.
Yep.
I have a mechanical question for you, CC.
Mm-hmm.
So, long rest or short rest are an hour.
Mm-hmm.
My wild shape lasts for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, in theory, wild shape, short rest in that wild shape, and I'd still get both my wild shape uses back then, correct?
Yeah.
In theory? Cool, thank you. It's just more like, that way I could, shapeshift into, a wolf or a spider or something, and, I could stand guard while we're resting.
Yeah. What are y'all gonna do during y'all's short rest?
Right before we start, I will cast Mage Armor on Tulio, since he will need it.
And What do you think? Should I turn into a spider and climb one of these mushrooms to keep an eye out, or just chill in a wolf form?
I feel like climbing might be more helpful. I feel like you'd have a better
I mean,
vantage
yes,
point.
I'm just worried though that touching the mushroom might alert the other mushrooms in the area, so it's a toss-up. Are we willing to risk it? Is the thing.
I will
Well,
Well,
we'll
also
that-
probably
point
step
out,
on the mushrooms.
Asler, Tulio is wearing armor.
Not
Oh.
currently. I mean, I just got all my shit bundled up in my little hands.
Oh, so you took off your armor?
I can't wear my armor right now. It's made for my normal size.
Fair. So yeah, that'll work. So you'll be down to a lower AC, but you're good. So you'd be
Unless-
-1 AC.
Unless I can absorb some biomass during this short rest.
You wouldn't be able to get enough.
You did lose about a
You lost
sixth
an
of your
arm.
body mass and lose an
Yeah.
arm.
It'll take a
Lost an arm
couple
and-
days for you to get that back properly.
Yeah.
Screw it. You know what? Just to be, you know what? I'll risk it. I'll wild shape into a giant spider, and I'll climb a nearby mushroom tree and just kind of like start and just kind of keep an eye on our little campsite area.
Use my hit dice.
Would you like me to roll stealth or anything, Cece?
Do note, but now that I'm thinking about it, you won't be able to spend hit dice because you're technically at full HP if you're in that form. If that changes what you're doing.
So
Hessler can get in a tree instead if you wish.
no,
He has no
I'm
issue
willing. I'm
climbing.
willing to risk it because I mean I'll have both my wild shapes back, so I mean I can just like if we get into combat, I can wild shape a lot and I should be fine. So
Actually, I just
Up to
realized
you.
I don't think you can turn into a direwolf, can you?
again, Woundred. I double checked earlier because I wasn't sure myself, and I double checked.
Because I remember
Woundred,
looking at this, it was something weird about the shifting. Let me go look at it real quick.
Well, yeah. So normally for second level druids, yeah, it would be lower, but Moon Druid it raises the CR.
Okay, yeah, I must be remembering. Oh no, I see. Here it is. Transform into a beast with challenge rating of high as 1. You ignore it. At starting at 6, you transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your druid divided by 3. That's what I was thinking. It was weird because technically you wouldn't get
Okay.
1 until 3rd level. But
Yeah,
it-
well, I mean, I found a chart there. The maximum
Yeah.
CR is like 6. It's like 6 at level 18.
Yeah, no, you have you get CR1 at level 3, so at level 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which the Direwolf is level 1, or Direwolf is CR1.
I'm just remembering something weird. Continuing on.
Yeah, good.
What else are y'all doing during y'all's long rest?
Hurricane recovery to get that spell point back.
Oh wait, long or short rest?
Short.
Short.
Rest.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
I guess if you'd like me to make a perception roll, I can make a perception roll while I'm keeping watch on things.
You don't need to.
Okay.
What about Miss E, Chuck, and Eroticus? What are y'all up to?
I'm gonna ask Radicus if I can have a mushroom.
Yeah, I don't see why not. You've been going through plenty these last couple of days.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I just pop it
Wasn't
and
Miss E trying to
enjoy
stay
the
away from
ride.
drugs?
Yep.
Okay.
Chuck's just gonna hang out, listen to everyone.
As the hour passes, y'all notice the vines are moving, slowly growing over. They extend another 6 feet just during the hour in which you are sitting there.
Damn, these things are going fast. We're gonna need to move fast then.
All right, well, let's head to the village and see.
As well, you stop hearing sounds from the village about 20 minutes in.
Wait,
Oh,
we were hearing sounds earlier. I guess
Yeah, it's what
I
drew
missed
your
that part.
attention over
yeah.
Oh no, the children! Now we
We
can
did.
pickpocket their corpses. Yay!
Sound like you got like neutral player.
Wait, the kids are dead?
It's
We won't know until we find them.
So what will you do?
well, we gotta go. We gotta go somewhere. These vines are creeping up.
Yeah, let's just go to the village and destroy what's causing these vines.
Yeah.
Anybody staying behind?
No.
Nope.
Jinx
I
has
think we
been
need to
nibbling
do
on a
this.
ration. But y'all walk in, and y'all walk in over here. In the bottom right corner of the map.
Don't eat, don't eat, don't eat, possibly eat. Oh, there's a few edible ones.
If y'all would put yourselves on the map.
Where am I? There I am. Come here.
I see two. Did the rest of the party stay behind? There's two more.
I ain't staying out there in that
Oh wait,
creepy forest.
that's not Psy. I'm in giant wolf spider form. That's right.
Ugh.
Bradicus, Miss E, y'all coming along?
Yeah, my computer froze.
Oh no.
And I forgot how to do it.
Just drag it from the journal onto the map.
Yeah. Drag and drop.
There we go.
Just 1 second.
As
Oh,
y'all are walking in, you'll see everything here is covered in those red vines. It's much deeper here.
dang.
And at the very center, you see a massive mushroom, which everybody seems to be congregating around. This is completely covered in it, and you see great red boils filled with this strange moving liquid
Ew.
all along the stalk. As
Oh.
well, tied to the sides of it with those red vines are those same two children. One of which is holding the lost weapon y'all lost earlier. I believe it was a scimitar.
Oh, hey. Yeah, size, I
Yeah,
think.
my scimitar.
They're about 15 feet off the ground, and they are unconscious.
Well, as long as they appear to be alive, we're good.
At this distance, it's hard to tell. You
That's why
see
we.
they are covered in the vines as well.
So game plan. Diplomacy to start.
You see there are many, many mushroom people standing around, swaying side to side.
I think they're zombie mushrooms, guy. I don't think they're going to be responsive.
Would
Myconids are intelligent folk.
Would I know about the plasmoids hive mind?
I mean, plasmoids, I don't think are hive minds.
Myconids, hive mind.
Hive, myconids hive mind, yeah.
Roll me nature.
See if Tulio knows about this shit. Yep. 10.
No.
Oof.
You are not familiar with them. You do know it's weird to see them out here, though. They generally live in underground places.
Yeah, they live in the deep, don't they?
Mm-hmm. The Underdark.
The Underdark. Julia will pipe up. I wonder why these Myconids made a village up here. Aren't they usually congregating in the Underdark?
Yeah, something's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, usually there's too much light. It's all weird.
It is very dark here, though, because the mushrooms
Oh.
are blotting out the sky.
Case in point.
So
Does it?
diplomacy or just walk through?
Just walk through. Ain't no diplomacy happening. We're here for treasures, and treasures alone.
Well,
We're here
you
to
kind of
save
get
children.
treasure from tombs, not from people. There's much less conflict.
You see all this red on them? We're gonna be
And that's
walking
kind of
through.
our fault.
We're gonna be walking through a lot of that, and I don't think they're gonna be super nice because that bear had the same stuff.
A bear is a bear, a myconid's a person. Ish.
Well, that bear was also a mushroom.
Character. And we thought Cocaine Bear was bad. Coming to theaters near you, Shroom Bear.
You will see a Myconid walk up to the lot of you. This one seems a little different, also coated with the red vines, but it walks up, and you see it's wearing this strange mushroom-like garb that almost looks like that of a butler.
Julia will ask, your name wouldn't happen to be Alistair, would it?
No. My name is Cam.
I didn't get a word of that.
You'll have to say that straight up for the name at least.
That's what you'll hear. It's hard to understand.
Oh no.
Hey, look at these
Um,
red vines.
Tulio's going to try. Not Tulio. You got me confused, CC. Thanks. Hessler is going to try a different tact. Good day there, mate. We're just from the over there on the yonder. You'll start speaking Undercommon.
Good day to you. What brings you to the Sovereign lands?
We'd be looking at the red stringy things.
Out of character, Hessler doesn't talk like this normally, right?
No,
Not
this is
Matt.
Undercommon.
Okay. He's still speaking common.
Oh, damn it. Okay, then never mind that. Yeah, we're looking at the red vine stuff.
Serenity.
Something for serenity.
Yeah. It's not problematic at all. Just serene.
It is a gift of sovereignty.
I think they said it is a gift of serenity.
Yes, that may be so. But we're here for those children, remember? Well, you guys are. I'm just along for the ride.
50-50. We're here for the children. They're also here for an arm, or what used to be an arm.
Tell your butler friend that what we're here for.
Those are here for the red vine thing.
Maybe ask why they tied up the children.
Yeah, and the kids, they're kind of tied up. Is there a reason for that?
They are to me sacrificed to the sovereign.
Oh,
They will be reborn as one of the people.
Mm.
Huh.
surely there's better entities for that. Maybe some corpses, or maybe some wildlife.
Those that wander carelessly within the land of the sovereign will become one of the people.
So you're saying that we're going to become one of you since we came here?
You have not wandered carelessly, and you have not attempted to steal from the sovereign.
Hmm.
Who is this sovereign?
The sovereign is our leader and our parent. They are the first spore.
I might have an idea, but it might be kind of dumb. Character. What if we asked to meet this sovereign to show our respect to him? It would be only right to give proper respect to the leader of this fine village. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
And then out
Mhm.
of character, we murder it.
Sai just kind of rubs their legs together and like sure kind of motion.
I mean, this is out of character. I haven't actually voiced the idea in game, but so Tulio will walk up. You have such a nice village here. Your sovereign must indeed be a wonderful individual.
He has been gifted the power of the first sovereign. He will expand the borders until all is one.
I'm sure me and my friends would love to give greetings and accolades to this sovereign. Could we possibly meet him?
Have you brought yeah?
Uh, 1 second. Let's see if I have anything here.
You got a mushroom.
I don't have any mushrooms.
I have 3 mushrooms.
I don't think they're going to appreciate giving mushrooms. They might take it as
That's sign of
if you're to give someone a hunk of human flesh.
Oh, hold on.
Mm.
Tulio will reach into his bag and pull out the clockwork amulet. I have a magical artifact here I found a long time ago. I'm sure your sovereign, wise as he is, will appreciate it.
You will be allowed to see him, to just completely lost a word. Hang on. To give him your gift. Will the others be remaining here, or do they have gifts of their own?
I mean, I don't know what you guys want to give up. I never used the. I haven't had a chance to use the amulet anyway.
I left everything at the mansion.
What about that gem?
I don't have the gem.
I
Hey,
thought you.
Jinx, you got any?
Jinx has the gem. I had an asset file that ate through my pocket.
Chuck doesn't have anything worth value.
I does the sovereign accept gold? Assume not.
Gold is of no use here.
Yeah, I thought so. Didn't think so. Worth the try.
If you do not have gifts, it will be better if you remain here. Otherwise, the sovereign may see it as a slight and sacrifice you to the demon.
Anybody catch what he said?
He said if we
We'll be sacrificed to the demon if we don't have a gift when we approach the sovereign.
so far only Tulio has something. Tulio might need to go by himself. Shit.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I have
I
gems
don't know.
I could give, but I don't know if they want that either.
I think they
Like,
want useful things, not shiny things.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
have anything.
Hessler, you
yeah.
feel a tap on your neck.
Yes.
You get handed a loaf of bread.
Will the sovereign accept this? He'll just hold out the bread to the mushroom man.
More mile fuel are the offering. It will be accepted.
Hey, Hessler, how about we each give a slice?
It's a bit late for that.
This is technically a DM question. So some spiders, like their bite does poison damage. Does that mean like I'm technically like exuding venom from my fangs?
No.
Okay.
If somebody kills you, they'd be able to steal from your fangs if
I
you
mean,
kept your
not
body,
really.
but you don't keep your
Yes.
body.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like wondering if I could theoretically like maybe try to extract, like have someone extract some of the stuff into like a vial or something, but that's not going to work then.
A poisoner might be able to, but it'd take a while and be dangerous.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Do you, Cece, do you remember what, like when we first started the game, I was working on like a little trinket that captures sound?
I believe so.
Could I give it to one of these guys and have them like use that as a gift?
You'd have to give it away without them noticing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And it hasn't been
Tulio.
finished yet, so it wouldn't really be worth much.
Oh yeah.
You guys could try offering food if you have any. I know Chuck will.
I don't see
It'll
any
be
Yep.
part of your pack.
in my gear.
Yep. I got rations.
My burglar's pack. Let me see what's in that. Oh, there's a compendium. I don't need to look up in my book.
You have 5 days worth of rations.
Okay. I'll be like, hey, would you like a ration?
Your mail, you will be accepted. Your pet will need to remain here.
My pet will remain here. You mean I point at the big spider?
Yes.
And
So-
Sai just kind of like hops down, lies down, cross their legs, glaring.
So I go up to the big spider and say, hey, see if you can get to the top of the mushrooms. And then just move over to the big guy.
I guess they blink at you, nod. However, I can communicate in spider form. I can't speak.
I can hear you. I would advise against it. If
funny 'cause that
you
was actually
do
my idea, too.
not want to be sacrificed to the demon. If you do, then by all means.
I give. Oh, never mind. He's a spider. All right. Well then, let's carry on the wayward son.
So Chuck, Tulio, and Hessler are gonna go meet. What about Radicus and Missy?
Uh, uh, how close does that group look to sacrificing these satyr children?
They're currently tied up to a giant mushroom and covered in vines.
Ooh.
They're not like on an altar about to stab them or anything.
They're just trying to
Okay.
save them.
Is it possible to like sneak over to where the children are tied up?
Considering they're right underneath the biggest mushroom here, you're
No.
pretty sure they're right above the sovereign.
Oh, okay. I'll just go with. Why not?
What
Yep,
will you
I
give
got
as a
rations.
gift?
Yeah, I'll use one of my ration packets as well.
Hold your gifts above your head, so that all may see that you want to make an offering to the sovereign. Do not let it out of sight, and keep your gaze down, looking to the face of the sovereign, will lead to your immediate decapitation.
Because I can see with other means, does that mean I can still see the sovereign just fine?
Yeah.
I can look. So that won't affect me at all. Alright, let's do this. Julio will hold up his clockwork amulet and start walking.
Yep, I'll follow suit.
Yeah, I'll follow suit.
You see the butler starts to move forward, leading you all along to the bridge. As y'all approach, all of the mushrooms turn as one to watch you. They have these strange glowing red eyes, and all of them are coated in the red vines. But as you approach, eyes down, you see the sovereign sitting in a mossy chair. But as you approach the bridge, ready to see what comes next, that, for today, is where we're going to be ending it. Good job, you guys. That was a lot of fun. I am looking forward to seeing how y'all handle this debacle. And for those listening in, I hope you rejoin us next week just to see how bad all of this is going to go. Y'all have a good night. Peace.